guys. So kind of upset right now because I am. I gotta sit back for this. I'm not feeling really good right now, but usually when I don't feel good, when I feel sick, I get into these spirals of like where I am in life. Because I guess it's just because I'm in a weak place, being sick. But yeah, I just had this crazy headache from work yesterday because they're smoking cigars. But yeah, so I've always like struggled in my life, like trying to move forward, right? Like I always feel like there's just so much that I want to do, so much I can do, and I can never like really bring it to life, and it's like really frustrating because like I really think that I do have ADD or ADHD, and like my view on that is pretty much, I know some countries see it as not in like an issue. Some countries see it as like just being different in how you operate, and I guess the United States sees it as a disorder or whatever. I don't know if that's accurate, up to date, but yeah, it's just really weird because like throughout my whole life I've just I've been observing people just move forward in their life, and I'm just like stuck here, like just not having completed anything, and it's really upsetting because like there's so much that I want to do, and it's really hard to try and move forward without support, and like sometimes like even the simplest things, like every day I wake up like hoping like that I can get something accomplished to move myself forward, and then when I can, it's just really upsetting. Like today, not by choice, but I'm sick and I have this headache, and it's the first of the month, and I really want to get on all my blogs, and I'm ready. Like I have my keyboard and my little iPhone stand to get me motivated a little bit on, using like technology and whatever to write blogs when I go out. I wanted to wake up at 6 o'clock today, and I woke up at 4. Felt like crap, and then I had to go get water because I was probably dehydrated. And so like I just back on this topic of ADHD and ADD. Like I don't care what people say. I have a hard time focusing, and it's only in very extreme situations where I can focus. But I can't always put myself in that position all the time. It's going to drive me crazy. There's things like that I just don't want to admit to people. Like I went to my first college for like 3 years, and I still don't have my degree. I have like 2 classes left, and I can't even, I somehow can't just get around to it. And there's just so many different aspects of my life. There's so much I know and so much I'm capable of doing, and it's really sad because I just can't focus. Everybody around me just keeps moving forward, and there's just so many people who get frustrated with me, and there's just so much that I just took an online. I was thinking about this topic of not focusing. Then I thought, do I really have ADHD? Then I took an online test. Then like I got like 90% out of 100, I guess, on it. And it said if you're over 50%, you know, this is very common for people who do have ADHD, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have it. So having 90%, I guess that's pretty bad. But then the really sad part is I don't even have health insurance to really investigate this. I would pursue medical treatment if it could help me have more of a stable life. I really feel like my being takes more control of the fact that I can't move forward more than my effort and willpower to want to move forward. And like I want to live the life that I want. I have all this information. I know what to do. I've dipped and dabbled into so many things in my life. I've had so many jobs. I've accrued so much information and experience. And I just want particular things. I don't want to have a work where I have to physically run around. I hate working at the restaurant. I'm tired of it. I just want to be able to focus on one thing at a time. And it's just really upsetting because being a type 3 Enneagram, being an achiever, and knowing what I can amount to in the world and help others, and seeing people just because they can focus and start doing and stay on task, be able to achieve more. But knowing that I'm way more competent in the areas that I know, it just stresses me out. I just get really sad about this because just all my life I've kind of just grown up not really understanding why I am the way I am or do the things that I do, and it's just I'm just I'm very depressed about this topic. It makes me really sad because I'm not really depressed about anything else in my life, or my whole life. There's no topic that has made me more upset than having to deal with not being able to focus, getting sidetracked, wanting to write or wanting to accomplish a certain amount of things in a day, and then just end up on fucking Facebook all day, or end up just spacing out, or end up just not doing what I needed to do. To write a list of 50 things that I could totally do in a day. Not 50, let's just say 10. I can't get to them. Some days I'm good, some days I'm bad. But honestly, I'm so tired of this lifestyle, this mental battle that I'm always having, this mental / physical battle of trying to stay focused and not being focused. I don't know why I'm like this, and it's just really upsetting. Makes me feel powerless, to be honest, even though I can move forward, even though I am doing a lot right now, and I am moving forward with a lot of the things that I'm pursuing. It's just really, it's a lot to have this, always feel like I'm fighting an uphill battle, against myself. No matter what direction I turn, there's me in the way that just wants to distract me. And I don't know what this video is really supposed to be suggestive towards, but I really wanted to make this video about what it's like to have ADD or ADHD. I'm undiagnosed, but you know, when you really can't focus and get what needs to be done, you know, when it's just so much is steering towards me having ADHD. My dad has it too. My dad either has ADHD, I think he has it because he's like 60, he's like 66 right now. No, 60, he's almost 65. We have the same birth month, April. And, you know, he's 60, almost 65, and he makes me really sad too, because he's so old and he's still doing physical labor. He has no savings. He has no real foothold in security. And as much as I feel upset and sad for him and his lifestyle, because he's always telling me things he wants to do and like this great scheme, this great strategy, and he just never does it because he can't focus or he can't prioritize. And every time he tells me something like that, I'm like, just like, wow, like I just totally get it. You know, we like suffer from the same issues. You know, and it's sad. It makes me really sad when, like, I almost wish he could just not tell me stuff that he wants to do. You know, he's like, oh, I want to open up a mechanic shop, or I want to do this, and I want to open up a painting business again. I'm just like, great, you know, like, do it. Just do it. Then I look at my life, and there's so many things that I've said like that, and just being able to focus is just, it's so hard. It really is. It is so hard. And I'm just tired of not being in control of my own life. I'm tired of not having the security I want. You know, it's like people say, well, if you want something, just get it. But that's like really easy to say when you have the power to focus. You have the innate ability to focus, you know, and I really wish I had that, because if I could focus, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know, I don't know who I'd be with. I don't know where I'd be right now. I don't know who would be in my life. I don't know. So there's just so many things that I've left to accomplish in my life, and like literally, I must have almost said yes to maybe to 90% of that test I did about finances, about being distracted around people, around schooling, about work, being distracted at work, not being able to get projects done. Setting up systems for me to stay focused, like intricate systems to stay focused. I've created so many elaborate ways to stay focused, where it's like, do other people do that? Do other people like make ways, like strategies just to focus, to fulfill strategies, to do the things that you want to do? You know, I always wait till the last minute to do things, so I can build up anxiety to complete them. You know, I always did that in school when there was like a deadline. You know, usually I don't stay at a job for longer than a year. because there's like a fear of like missing out on other opportunities, but then there's also this bigger side of it where like I get to know that business, within a certain amount of time, and then I get bored, and if I don't move up in promotion, which actually I've never gotten a promotion before in my life. I've never gotten a promotion. And when I haven't gotten a promotion, and I think that it was fair for me to get one, I left. And it's just unfortunate, and because there's this like extreme lack of being able to complete things, and I know that if I could focus, I could get things done. And I know the rest of today I'm either going to space out, or I want to try and do some things for MBTV, and I know I'm not going to get them done. Or I want to stop with the limited beliefs, and I'm going to try and move forward, get things done. So, yeah, anyway, this is a quick rant on ADHD and my life so far with it. And I would just say if you're somebody who has ADHD, I think getting support is really important, because I don't have any support. If I had support, I would feel a little bit better about myself, because I just feel like a failure all the time, not being able to do anything. And so yeah, I would get support, and I would definitely get support. Definitely get out there and see if you can get medical treatment if you have health care. I don't have health care, so I have to live with that. And maybe talk to other people who also have ADHD, and get connected with people who have a similar situation, and things that I've yet to do, but because I can't put a focus on it, I'm going to try putting a focus on it and see where it takes me. So, but yeah, more vlogs on the way, and I'll talk to you soon.